The lower one is the one we're on. No, that's the wrong one. You clicked on Thursdays.
Okay, I closed it out.
We're getting there, folks. Just bear with us. Technical difficulties.
Okay, how do I get my chat back?
You got to reopen your Google. Probably go back to open up the YouTube.
Okay, we're working on it. We got the schooling here.
Mm-hmm. And then just click on my channel, because it'll show you. That's going to be the easiest way at this point, rather than going into your video creator. Just click on my channel and the video and your videos. Okay, click the back button on the left. Yeah, is that showing the Thursday chat? Okay, there you go. In the bottom one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's muted.
So that's muted.
Hey, we got a commercial.
Already.
You're making money already. We'll let that play through.
Folks, if you're on here, hang on a second. We've got a greenhorn at this.
Yeah, don't call me no greenhorn.
I'm talking to me. I'm talking about me.
I think we're both green at this.
Well, see, I don't have much of a horse. How many gigs of RAM do you have? Here we go. Here we go. We got chatters.
On mine, mine's only like a $200 or $300 computer laptop. So
that's about what this is.
Yeah, so
that I updated. Okay, pop out chat.
And then I would just to save data, I would close out the Google page window, because we got the Google Hangouts to show our picture. Hey, Chris and Adam, and Hometown Cooking, JD, how's it going, my friend?
Hello,
and David. Boy, I tell you what, he didn't give me no warning. He come just driving up he told me he wasn't going to take his Cadillac up my driveway. And he come driving off this driveway like he was in 4-wheel drive. Hey, Ron, how's it going?
well, how did that happen? Whoops.
Now we don't need to see the screen. We can see us. We know what's there. If they don't like the picture, they'll complain and tell us to go in there and change something. A pair of hairballs. Tim's here.
Hello, Tim.
Now there's some gas money. Hey, Ellie, how you doing? It's pretty nice here. It's what would you say, about 68, roughly? Upper 60s.
Yeah.
Real low 70s. It's real nice here. We ain't got a fire
JD
going.
and Allie. Boy, everybody hit this channel. Did they know us coming?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've released a few videos saying that you was coming and that we were going to be doing.
Who this is, don't you?
Which one? David Hume? Is that your brother-in-law? Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Hello, Allie. Ron. Hello. I usually have the screen right where I can use it pretty easy.
Yeah, but you're usually sitting at home in front of your computer desk too, and it's a
Right.
little different on a laptop.
There's Big Steve.
There's
Big Steve, you should have came.
Let me time him on out. Remove his wrist. I want to slap that boy.
Okay, where are the ladies? Well, I left Miss Pam at the hotel to recuperate. So, hey, this is working pretty good.
Yeah, my wife just went to.
Hello, Adam.
My wife and daughter both just went down to the church because they had an appointment to have their pictures taken.
Yeah, when we're looking, we're not looking at the camera. I noticed that. We're looking down at the chat.
Yeah. Maybe we should put the chat up above the camera or right there in front of the rocks up there to be looking up there and have a better scenery.
Oh, yeah. Well, this will work. Well, Grizz, I'm so glad to be here with you. We started Tuesday morning about 9 o'clock, and we just took our time. If we seen something we wanted to look at, we stopped. And we drove about a tank full of fuel. That's about 350 miles. We'd stop and get us a room. Or when Miss Pam said that's enough.
That's enough, yeah. And actually, you know what? I mean, since last Tuesday, that's not bad timing getting here. That's really
we stayed 2 nights in Keystone, South Dakota.
Right.
So see, we lost that. And we was going to go see her friend in Oregon, but he would be south and east of here, lower.
Down towards Klamath Falls, or
oh, I don't know where. I have no idea. But he called, and she was doing the Facebook on the laptop. We was headed down the interstate, 80 mile an hour doing the laptop, and not me, just her. And he had cancer, and he had to have surgery.
Oh man!
They had to remove a testicle, so he wasn't going to be able to get up and around. So we said, well, we'll just cancel out.
I don't envy him.
Me neither.
I mean, I ain't got much down there, but what I got, I don't want to lose.
Dave's backyard. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, it's awesome that all you people are on here.
No, Ollie, the bungalow ain't ready. I was hoping I could do it, and I just couldn't get things ready for that part of it.
Hey, there's Ann Fulton.
They gotta. Hey, Ann, how you doing? You got a pretty cool little brother here. It was so good to have him here, folks. I tell you what, it's sitting here chatting with him. It's just like old friends, you know. I mean,
it's just like sitting right here.
It's like
pull his beard.
Yeah, I mean, chatting with him on the live stream, and then all of a sudden here, it's no different to me, you know. I mean, it's just really cool having him here.
Right. Why not, world? Hello, Big Steve.
Yeah, I read that. Don't listen to him. And by the way, tomorrow night I'm going to give you guys a kind of a prelude. Well, I'm not going to show you in the video, but tomorrow night I'm going to do some cooking on the fire here for Kim and Miss Pam, and we're going to have some Chinese chicken. And of course, I got to go hunt tomorrow with my truck. I have to get him in the head with my front tire, but we're going to have some Chinese chicken cooked on the cowboy walk out here. I want to cook them a hell of a meal, and you guys are going to love it. I know they will.
So you guys are at Gray's now at 6:30 on a Thursday evening.
Dave, we're in Oregon. This is God's country where it don't get too horribly hot. I mean, we get up to about 100 here, and it don't get too terribly cold. I mean, the coldest I've ever seen it was 7 degrees, and that's only for a day or two. Usually, our average winter temperature is 35, 45 degrees. I mean, this is God's country here.
Back east, it got down to 40-some degrees that one night. It was cold. Well, you know, in Keystone,
in the Dakotas, it get colder in Dakotas than it did up in Alaska.
Let's see, where was we at? I think it was Keystone. They had 2 foot of snow.
Still?
No.
Oh.
I mean, they got to 2 foot of snow about the time that we left home, and there was big piles of it, but all the roads was clean.
Mm-hmm.
But there's big piles of it still down by Mount Rushmore and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I took that. Okay, yeah, I uploaded that video of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I seen that.
Man, you talk about wind now.
Yeah, I could hear it. We could hear it.
I should have had the tripod because I couldn't hold it still.
Yeah.
Old man shake.
Yeah, I see the shakiness. But you know what? That's another deal I want to tell you about Filmora, is it takes out that shake. It stabilizes your video, and it doesn't really distort the picture too much by doing that.
Tim says, "Oh, that's women's work." He's talking about your cooking.
Now wait a second. JD's saying that, Ali's saying JD's in the kitchen cook where all men should be, making Mexican pizza. Hey, wait a second now. I agree that the men should do cooking, but it's the woman's job to do the dishes.
Well, you know that the men make coffee. It says it right in the Bible. Hebrews.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, Hebrews. Yep. Yes, sir. That's right.
And you know what? Quite honestly, the women should also support their husbands going out and becoming bikers and riding motorcycles. The Bible supports that too.
Okay. I'll bite.
David's triumph could be heard throughout the land.
There you go. Well, see, we got a team effort there. Pam does cooking and I do the eating.
I like your team effort. I like it. Although I must say that when it comes to cooking the meat, now my wife makes a good meatloaf, you know, but she don't eat meat. But most of the time, I'd rather cook the meat myself. My wife is a pretty good cook, but when it comes to cooking the beef and everything, I want to do that.
Ann's eating at Gray's. She must have turned it off.
Well, you know what, Tim? I'm going to go with you on the scrapple. I love liver, especially venison liver. Oh, man, venison liver is excellent.
I've never had the scrapple.
You know what? That's something I won't even try. I would rather eat tofu than scrapple. But y'all seen what happened to Andy when he ate tofu? I mean, he still hasn't recovered. Well, Andy's homestead, a country girl's boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he ate some tofu, and man, he's facing kidney stones and having to go out or something like that, and have to have some surgery. And yeah, don't ever eat that tofu, man. I'll tell you what, he still has. At least we're blaming it on the
tofu. I haven't seen her boyfriend.
Oh, I think you've seen him probably on my channel a time or two. You know that Grizz sign, that wood plaque that I got a couple of years ago, and it has 22 shells on it and embedded in it and stuff. I'll show it to you, then you'll remember it probably. But anyway, he made that, sent it to me a couple of years ago.
Cool. Before they went together.
Yeah, before they were before they even knew each other.
Okay.
Yeah, they met basically. Remember when I did the 1,000 subscriber giveaway?
Okay, Big Steve says you got some explaining to do when he gets up here. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either. I ain't too worried about him. You know, I can tell he's a windbag. He's full of fertilizer. But hey, you remember when I did the 1,000 subscriber giveaway on my channel, was giving country girls hand away in marriage?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's about shortly after that is the time that they got together.
Okay.
And
well, thank you, James, for welcoming me.
She still owes me on that giveaway. She still ain't gotten married, so. So is this place kind of like what I showed you on the video?
Yeah.
Just as messy, huh?
Pretty much. Okay. Dave,
oh, there's Rock. Hey, how's it going, Rock of Ages?
Yeah, Rock. Have you seen his chunk of wood of you?
Yeah, that bear that he carved.
No, it was of you.
Oh, the guy. Yeah. That was. Yeah, I seen that one too with the bearded guy in the overalls and stuff. That was a good car. I tell you what,
Yeah.
that Rock of Ages guy, he's a master with the chainsaw.
Yes, he is.
He's talented.
I asked him if he was going to send it to you. He said, no, it'd take a fortune to
it would cost a fortune, yeah.
Well, I don't know if that Cadillac would haul it, or I could have brought it up here or over here.
Tim says he's the Amish Pope. He can perform the marriage. So Adam's on the West Coast too. Oh no, he's got to be in Hawaii if it's 4:30. No, Alaska. They don't have.
No, he's saying it's 4:30 here. Now he's
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's 4:30.
Adam, I forget where you're from. As soon as he tells me.
I hear you, James. I need to do that.
Yep. Brian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I'm in Oregon. Georgia.
He's in Georgia. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still 6:30 for me.
But do you want to invite any of the chatters to get on up here and chat with us, or?
Oh, I don't.
I'm gonna leave it up to you.
I think we're doing fine. If I had my desktop where I could handle it and know what, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if all my settings is on here or not. They should be, but
well, hey, let's do something a little quick. Click on your Google Hangouts, the picture page.
Here,
yeah, bring that up to the front. Okay, and so just click on the picture somewhere on the. Okay, you see the little people icon, the far left up there, to the left. Yeah, click.
How do I get rid of this?
Well, it'll go when you click on the people icon. No, to the right. Go to your right, right beside there. Click on that, and then that's I thought it would show that your invite list. Okay, right in there, you put people's email address and send an email invite right to them to Google Hangouts. But
there, that went away.
Yeah. But yeah, we'd need the email address and stuff. But if somebody wanted to, you could copy and paste the email address from there into that invite and send it to them.
Well, I have trouble seeing. Don't get old, Grizz.
Oh, yeah, you are a lot older than me, aren't you? What are you, 62, 64?
I'm 62 now. I'll be 63 this year.
That's a lot of old folks. I tell you what, that's like he's about 850 days older than me, and that's a lot of days.
You're 61?
Nope, I'm not that old.
You're 60?
I'm 60. Yeah, I just barely turned it. I just barely turned 60 a few days ago.
Well, I'll be really.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be 64 in December.
Okay.
Or so no, 63. I meant.
In December. Okay, nice. So you're about 750 days older than me. Mine's in December too. Actually, you know what, Brian? Just a second here. Oh.
I think that's going to be too strong.
I already gave him one of these. I already gave, and he's got it in his car. I'm going to take a little sip. But yeah, drinking this stuff straight. I don't like drinking the mountain water straight myself. Want to smell it?
Oh man.
It's actually pretty smooth, but you don't want to sniff it. It don't. If you smell it, it smells like aftershave, don't
it? I don't know. I don't use aftershave.
What do you think?
Well, that'll take your breath away. Oh my heavens. You need to put your orange juice.
Yeah, now you know why I mix my drinks.
Well, we brought 2 kinds of Maduda.
Oh, cool.
That came from St. Martin.
Cool. The same stuff?
Huh? St. Martin.
Oh, St. Martin's.
That's over in the Virgin Islands.
Oh, okay.
That's across the water.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to bring it out until Pam's here.
Yeah, we'll wait.
She's the one's giving it to you.
Oh yeah.
And I brought some apple pie moonshine, and I bought 2 different kinds of cherry.
Cool. I don't think I've ever.
It's actually got the cherries in there, and the apple pie and the cherry is from the Smokies.
Mm-hmm.
Old Smoky, I think that's a distillery. And then I bought another one of cherry moon something. I forget just exactly what it is.
Yeah. Brian's asking, what is Maduga?
Madudu. That is rum made at St. Martin in the Virgin Islands.
You sure you don't want a beer? I got to run up and grab one.
Well, you better walk. You're going to wear yourself out.
Well, you're right. I ain't running. No, I don't run. I ain't run for about 30 years. But do you want one or?
No,
okay.
No, I'm fine. That there just kind of put me out of the mood for anything. And you made that.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, it is. They put different things in it, the locals down there. And they put cinnamon and different flavors. One of them's got berries in it. Quackaberry. Yeah, if you drink enough of it, it will make you dumb, Tim. Columbia fan, hello. Thanks for coming by, Columbia fan. My Linux toolbox. Well, cool. My Linux. Pretty much, Brian. I mean, it's a long ways from Southern Illinois clear to here.
One thing that I can tell you about drinking this stuff here, folks, is if you drink too much of it, that's why I don't drink a whole lot of it. But if you drink too much of this stuff here,
it makes you talk funny.
Well, it does that too. But if women drink too much of this stuff, they don't need to go get a wax job or anything. You know, the hair. I mean, they'll have to start wearing a wig. Your hair. You drink too much of this stuff here, and your hair will fall out. So you want to go careful with it.
Oh my.
You know, unfortunately, see, I'm not really good at it. So like 120 is about the best that I can make. This is probably about 80 or 90.
Here, let me see it.
Okay.
Okay. It's got a little bit of bubbles, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how to read it, but that tells you how much proof it is. And I don't know the reading.
Yeah, and I don't.
And the bubbles is leaving pretty fast, so it's pretty mild.
Yeah, it's not super strong.
Yeah. See, if the bubbles stay, see, up here at the top, you're looking at the top. See how them erase?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's not that.
It's
not that hot.
Yeah, and the strongest I can make is like
it's pretty potent for me.
Well, the strongest I can make is like 120
proof. Is that 120 proof?
120 proof, yeah. Yeah, that's the strongest I've ever made. Most of it, anyway, most of the stuff is.
Oh, wait a minute! I got it wrong. The faster the bubbles leave, the higher the proof. I'm backwards.
I think you're right.
Brian's got it. Okay, then it's pretty potent then.
Yeah,
because it leaves pretty quick.
I'm guessing around 80 or 90. You know, just from taste of it. You know, sipping on it. That's where I'm guessing it at.
It tasted pretty strong to me. Yes. Okay. Well, I learned something. See, I didn't know how to read it. I know that's how they did it. They shook it, and so many bubbles.
My Linux, read the bottom one there.
The saying, fast bubbles, fast drink. Yeah,
fast drunk.
Drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right, Brian. 120 for me is high enough. And but I mean, Kim can tell you, you know, if you taste this stuff, folks, I'm nowhere in the category of the moonshiners and stuff back down in the South. You know, those guys are artists, and I'm an amateur. You know, I mean, I don't know near what those guys know.
Okay, that's where I was referring it from, the moonshiners, but I didn't know that whether it was a lot of bubbles or if the bubbles left quick. Because the big boy in the overhauls, he'd shake it and he could tell you how much proof, and then they would test it with a durometer or whatever and see how close, and they was pretty quick, or pretty close.
See, I used to have one of those, and I know I got one in the shop somewhere, but I quit. You know, I quit worrying about what it is because I just make it for my own consumption. I used to sell some. I'm not going to talk about that on here, but you know, the whole deal on that is it is illegal. It's not illegal to own a still. It's not illegal to make aftershave or, you know, just stuff that you're not going to consume. But it's illegal even for personal use to manufacture your own.
Wow. Hello, Gene Chambers.
So now I strictly do it for my own personal use, and I don't show where it's at or anything on camera.
Okay, if a Ford or Chevy can run on it, then it's close.
Gene, a Chevy don't run on nothing. You know, a Chevy's a Chevy. I got to give Kim a bad time. It's Cadillac's a Chevy.
No, it's not. That's a Cadillac.
Where's Bobby? I want to give him a bad time about that.
But you know, they sent us a paper. I don't know.
Oh, you must have emptied that red tank. I'll tell you about that later. You just give it up here to turn around. Oh. Yeah, nice. I'll be right back, folks.
Okay.
I'll tell you about what's going on later on that.
Okay. It's a honey dipper. James, you can do 160. No, Gene, tell me what a Chevrolet means. Okay, so Allie, you're good till July the 4th. Cool. Come on, we want to hear the dirt. Okay. Loader man says, come on, we want to hear the dirt.
Yeah, don't tell on me.
Cracked heads. Every valve rattles. Oil leaks every time. Cracked heads.
I agree with Tim. He says, God bless Irish. They built the still. Turn it around.
Wouldn't it have been easier to turn around down there? But he wanted to come and talk.
Well, he didn't know where he was going, what he was doing. I'll explain that whole situation off there.
Okay.
He's going up there to talk to. That's on my property up there. That's a friend of mine.
Somebody else that live up here?
Yeah, it's another friend of mine that's living on my property. That hard times. Oh, sorry. I'll talk about it afterwards. But anyway, they were here to empty his tank.
Oh, I see.
And he dumps in the trailer, but he's going up there to talk to the trailers when he came up.
Does he have hookups down here?
That's a different person. These are two different people that are living there.
Okay, who did I see at the bottom?
That's another friend of mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he live in that trailer down there at the end?
Yeah, he lives in the little
trailer at the bottom. Up to something?
No. He goes across this. Well, we'll talk about this later. Right? Okay. Some of this stuff shouldn't be on camera.
Okay.
Yeah, folks. I mean, what we're talking about here is I got a couple of friends that are in bad times and stuff, and I've given them a helping hand to get things in order to where they can get ahead in life, where they can get their own place.
Hey, that's a little better.
But don't tell anybody that I've helped anybody on out. I don't. I have a reputation of being an asshole to Pete.
All right.
No, see, this guy over here, he's quite a bit lower. I won't tell this part. He's a Vietnam vet with PTSD, and he has some severe issues.
Here comes a chicken.
We haven't heard no roosters crow.
I have earlier.
Did you?
Way from a distance.
Well, there's spider I see over here. Oh, that's misread there. That's the one that I call Lee.
Okay. Okay. The Madoodoo is a gift from Paint. So I'm going to let her give that to you.
Okay.
But the moonshine's for me. So I'm going to go get one. But not,
oh boy,
not the one you like the best.
Okay, well, I'll wait on that one. But I want to try this other stuff because I know it's going to be a surprise.
All right. I'll go put this back.
Oh, by the way, I do want to say something. We all know that Kim is a big guy, but you know what? It was very surprising that he's not as big as he appears on camera. I mean, he is a big guy, but he's not as big as he appears on camera, folks. Which is kind of odd to me, seeing him in real life. You know, I mean, and watching Doug and Stacy. I don't. Have you seen Doug and Stacy, Kim? And watching Doug and Stacy, I tell you what, I met him at down at some deal in Albany. I don't remember. I didn't stay very long. I couldn't be on the concrete that much. But anyway, I met him. I didn't realize how big he was. That guy was a freaking giant, like Andre. The guy's freaking huge. And so then I expected that, you know, Kim would be a lot bigger than he is, and he's only my height. And on camera here, where we're sitting, he's close to the camera, so of course he looks larger than what appears. But he's not much bigger than me. Surprised me. Brian says, Grizz, you reap what you sow. Yeah, I know. That's what people keep on telling me, and that's what scares me. Grizz, let us know how that mountain water is that Kim brought. Oh, we're going to have a sample of it here pretty quick, Brian. Some of it. Now, tomorrow night will be some more sampling of it, of the other stuff. We're not getting it all. Yeah, Steve, you can't handle mountain water. You scare me when you get drunk. I don't want to. I don't want to make a second part to Brokeback Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, take a big sample. No, I don't like to get drunk. Okay, here you go.
I'd like to. I think I only bought one cherry, but I did buy the apple pie.
Okay, cool. So he's not showing me. He's got hidden behind his back, folks. Oh man.
What's that say? Midnight
Moonshine Cherry.
That's a different company than the Old Smokies.
Oh man. Midnight Moonshine. Wow. No, I want to have to try one of these cherries too.
Mm. You just now broke the seal.
I tell you what.
Go ahead
you
and
can
taste
tell
it.
This stuff here smells like mama's milk. That's good. That really is.
Well, here. Oop. You know what we learned in school, didn't you?
What's
sharing.
That? Oh yeah. Yep.
Well, now that's not too bad.
That tastes pretty good. Here, there's two cherries on top. Oops, there was. Come on. Okay, one's bouncing on up. Here.
That's okay.
Grab a cherry out of there. Might have to shake it on up or something.
There, it's floating.
Don't worry, the alcohol will kill any of the germs.
All right, folks, I don't wipe my butt with this hand. This one.
You actually do that? I'm always afraid to get some on my fingers, so that's why I don't do it. I mean, I eat with both hands, so I ain't going to touch it back there.
What do you think of that cherry?
I like it.
That was something.
No, I got to say, I like the apple pie better, but I do like this cherry. I tell you what, it's here. Let's give it a. You tell me when I put the camera up there. Make sure that they get a good shot of the jar, so they can see what it is. Let's see here.
Okay.
Am I getting that on in there good?
Perfect.
Y'all can see that good? That's what it is, and that tastes good. It's definitely worth the buy, y'all.
Turn around. I don't know what you're showing them.
Oh, maybe I showed them the wrong. Well, let's show it this way here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the brand. That's the company. And then on the side there, it says cherry. Keep turning. Whoa, right there.
And that's some good stuff, Maynard.
There's it. All right, right above my finger. Man, you can't see that. It's too light. Well, trust me, it's cherry.
Now I see that Keyshawn in here, Iron Dog 63. He just got here, said he's doing great. You know, for those that are wondering.
Oh yeah. You was getting shoulder cuff surgery the other day.
Yeah, and
I was already on the road.
And you didn't hear the news on that. Now, being that he had that shoulder surgery, he's got arthritis really bad in one hand and stuff. He can't use that hand, and now he had this surgery, rotator cuff surgery. So he can't, you know, when he's got to do the dirty deed, he can't wipe and clean himself. And Miss Kathy says, no way. So she's bought a plane ticket for Big Steve.
Oh yeah.
Big Steve has a job now, folks.
Well, our dog, you need to check into that redneck bidet. I love my Tushy. That washes it perfect. Man, I miss that on the road.
That's good.
Boy, I got the chat rolling now. You can catch a breeze off of that. Hey, there's Fat Boy.
Hey, Fat Boy. Oh, he calls it Brandy here in Tennessee. Well, you know what, Fat Boy? Brandy has a little bit more. I mean, this has a little bit of that warmth to when you drink it, but Brandy has more warmth to it. You know, that like when it's ice cold on out and you take a big old swig and you get that hot, warm feeling you get. This doesn't. It has a little bit of that, but not.
It don't burn clear down.
No, it don't burn clear down.
No, we got a little bit of lag. See that?
Yeah.
When you pick up, but they might see it better on their end.
Yeah. On their end, they're about 30 seconds behind us. What we're seeing here, and what's being shown on camera is like 30 seconds.
But
delay.
if they was on the panel, it'd be closer.
Yeah. If they were on the panel, it'd be closer. Okay. And by the way, now after seeing my Ford in real life now, tell Bobby what you really think.
Is Bobby on here? Yeah,
he just showed on up. He was making fun of my Ford.
Well,
you better say the right thing, dude.
The thing of it is, on a real quiet summer night, you can hear a Ford rust.
Gee, what a friend you are. Hey, there's beautiful Tammy.
Okay, Ann's back on here. Hello, we are done eating. Okay.
Awesome, man.
Well, you're on your computer at home.
Well, maybe we could get her in the live chat here.
Yeah, that don't work. I'll try to do that.
Okay.
I thought you was going to quit.
Yeah.
You did since the last one, didn't you?
Yeah, I quit. That's the last one. So now, but Kim, seriously though, try it next time that I showed you now that people person on there, do the invite, copy and paste her email address in there and click send. And then she can just open up Google Chrome on our computer and go in there and access it. Might be the easiest route. I don't know. I would love to get a sister Ann, to participate in some live chats. It'd be cool.
She went with her mother.
Yeah, stir fry. My wife and my daughter went to church this evening to have their picture taken for the church, photo album or whatever. And they took stir fry with them. They got her all bathed and cleaned up and ribbons on her. Well, no, I'm exaggerating there. I would never allow my stir fry to have ribbons on her.
Siamese twins.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, is he talking about us?
I think he's talking about us.
Our dog.
Okay, now we got to take a vote yet, y'all. Being that he's close to the camera, we're going to call him number one. And being that I didn't take a shower today, we're going to call me number two. So what we want to do is we want to take a vote. Who has the best beard? Type in 1 or 2 for who has the best beard.
Well, yours is more full.
No, I think yours is actually fuller. It's just mine's longer.
Okay.
So And yours is cleaner and mine's dirtier.
Okay, I did shampoo it this morning.
Brian says 3. That must be the chicken.
Now, did you say I was 1?
No, Mock says 1. He says you.
Well, they're all saying 3.
Allie says 3. Bad Boy says you 1.
Bobby said boo.
Brian says I have the best beard. Awesome. You're good to my bit, Brian.
Okay, Tim's confused. Who's 1 and who's 2?
He's 1. He's close to the camera, and I'm 2 because I didn't take a bath.
Well, I did take a shower this morning, and I shampooed my hair and beard.
Well,
I can't keep it.
You just got another
right.
vote from your sister. Ann voted 1.
Oh, you did?
But she said she has to. So that makes me feel better. I mean, she was, she didn't have a choice.
And I'll tell you what, this is something sitting here, seeing Grizz face to face. When I first pulled up here, I seen him sitting over here, and he wasn't paying no attention. And he looked up, and I didn't know that it was him to start with. I really didn't, because
I see you come pulling on up, and I had been waiting for your phone call because you said you would have come driving up my driveway with your Cadillac. You were still afraid to come on up it. But I'll wait up here.
Well, I'll tell you what, at that bottom, she kind of spun a little bit. That's steep.
It's not that bad. It's only maybe
pretty.
It's like a 7%.
Pretty steep. No, it's more than that, because I've been on the 10% grades. Of course, it's all payment.
Mm-hmm.
Over there in the mountains. It said 10% and 6%. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't know that down here in the States they even had any 10%. I've been on 10% up in Alaska. I didn't know they had them down here.
I'm not for sure which mountain we went over, but it said 10%.
Oh no, and I'm hoping Bobby has his ears plugged for this. What I'm about to say, folks. and if anybody repeats and says that I said this, I'm going to deny it. I mean, I'll call you all liars if you repeat what I'm about ready to say. But Ann, coming up my driveway, you wouldn't want to take a nice Chevy of any value up my driveway. You're better off just sticking with the Ford. It's already at the bottom of the barrel. Who cares if you wreck it? But you don't want to take a nice Chevy up my driveway. Now, with that said, if any of y'all repeat that to Bobby or anybody else that I said something nice about Chevy, I will deny it.
Bobby, he's hearing you.
What did you just hear, Bobby?
He said, I am ears. He heard you.
Heard what? I heard what? I didn't say anything.
That stuff's sticky. You know it?
Yeah, it is. You can feel it. It has a lot of sugar content to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I went to this one liquor store to find the apple pie, and they didn't have it. So they had that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually cheaper than across town. And they had the Old Smokies. They had the cherry there, but they had the apple pie. So I was thinking, I only bought 2. Because this one's $19 and that other one was $25. The apple pie.
Yeah. Hey, Bobby Bunnell, how's it going? Brian, nobody's ever accused me of being nice before.
I think she's saying she's used to the lease roads. That's what we drove when we was at home. That's how I learned to drive a stick, was out on the lease roads. Right there close to where we used to live.
Lease roads? What's the lease road?
That's where the oil wells, where the pumpers.
Oh, so it's something like our logging roads up the road up here.
Well, a lease road is, it's leased.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, they don't own the land; they just own the lease up to the pump jack. So right north of our house, there was all kinds of lease roads, and that's where we drove.
To learn to drive, yeah.
Learn to drive, yeah.
And that's a lot like our logging roads up here. You know, that where we take our kids to learn to drive and stuff. Yeah, that's what this is. I mean, and it's almost like a non-alcoholic beer. It's only like 5.9% alcohol. I like the Natty Daddy better, because it's 8%. But
it's only 12 ounces.
No, it's 12 ounce can.
It's small.
It's a 12 ounce can.
And I think that the Busch Light's like 3.5.
Yeah, it's definitely an NA beer.
No, it's good. It tastes good.
Yeah, there's no alcohol to it though.
Well, I don't know. It'll kick you nads. I mean, it'll get you if you drink enough of them. But no, I started out with 12, and now I'm down to 1.
You had to one a day?
No, I've only got 1 left.
Oh, got 1 left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been going heavy on the sauce since you left.
Couple, not every night, but like last night I had 2, and one night they was tasting pretty good, and I had 4. But I was done driving, and I was in the room.
Yeah.
And I was doing the editing, doing my videos, and I'd pour it in a glass, and well, where'd it go?
Now how does that?
I'm not checking my sugar. I'm not checking.
Okay, so when you check your sugar, what's going to happen on your blood?
Well, it's going to be high, but I haven't been checking it since I've been on vacation.
Yeah, I think you should check it while you're here sometime, just to kind of.
Yeah, it ain't going to change it because, and me and Pam, we've cut back to like one good meal a day, and we usually don't eat breakfast, and we drink our coffee. And then
you mean you're not going to do a breakfast side live stream with me one of these mornings?
Well, we probably won't be here in time to do that.
Trying
to get her up.
What time does she get up? Roughly.
Well, if she had her way, it'd probably be about 10 o'clock.
10 or 11 o'clock would be doable with me for breakfast.
Of course, now you understand. Our 10 o'clock is your 8. You know what I mean?
That would be very doable. That would be no problem at all, because that's 8, 9 o'clock is usually when I'm eating breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll have to do a fireside breakfast. Do the breakfast tacos, and you can sample that stuff. You can sample some of my habanero sauce. This last batch that I made, don't judge me by it. It's edible. It's okay, but it's still good food. But my last batch, the batch before this batch, I should start writing down what exactly I'm using each time. I just say every time I make habanero sauce, I would go off memory. So every single batch turns out a little different.
Is this just water?
Yeah, that's just water. There's also a garden hose over there too, if you want one.
Is it running?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a little shut-off deal on the end of it. You can turn the water on and off.
I don't want to drink it. I just want to.
Yeah, just on the other side of the tractor, you see that green hose over there.
Yeah.
And the water is turned on. There's just that little deal that you got to turn on the end of it to get some water.
I just want that sticky off my hand.
Well, that's what's helping me hold my cigarettes together.
Okay.
Iron Dog, Keith said he needs Kathy to cook on the Blackstone. Yeah, you know what, Keith, I'm looking forward to you making some videos on cooking on that thing. I mean, I'm not interested in buying one or anything like that, but I enjoy those type of videos. Oh, you're in the rich man stuff out there, Tim. I can't afford Guinness.
So that's just gravity flow.
Yeah, that's just gravity.
That's got some pressure.
Yeah, it's not a bad pressure there.
No, that's.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of pressure.
It's about 15 pounds thereabouts.
Oh, it seemed like more than that. Woo, that's a good chair. Hell, I got chairs like this at home.
Hey, Caroline, these aren't bibbed overalls. As Papa would say, these are rompers.
Rompers.
These are homemade rompers.
And these are factory jeans. I don't know what brand these are. Levi's, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Or Wranglers. It might be Wranglers.
Hey, Tim, when it comes to drinking alcohol, I do claim some medicinal purposes for it, but the reality is I just like it. If only Mama's milk could have tasted this good.
Oh, man.
Actually, my mom, she'd be rolling over in her grave. She knew that I drank. I mean, I had a really good mom, but she did not agree with drinking.
There, can you see it better?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hillbilly wear. Yeah, that's what I wear, and I'm dang proud of it. Apple Petroleum. Is that what that says?
I don't know where you're at.
Caroline, the third one up.
Apple pie. Yum.
Oh yeah, apple pie. Yum. Yeah, no, this isn't apple pie.
This Caroline. Is cherry.
Yeah, this is cherry, and it's not as good as apple pie, but it's still good.
It's got the real cherries down in there.
Oh yeah. We both ate it. That's why he had to go wash his hands. He didn't like that sticky stuff on his fingers. But the camera's up here. See, it's got a bunch of cherries on in there. Can they see that?
Yep, I can see it.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of cherries in it, and those cherries do taste good. You know what? I can't pick up this jar and then set it down without taking a sip.
Well, sure.
You know, I mean, hey.
It's kind of a real, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm done.
Yep.
I'm driving when I leave.
Yeah. And these cops here do watch.
And by the way, I'll tell you what. You talk about cops. There were some on the way. A bunch.
Well, there'd probably be a lot of cops in town too here, because we had a few days ago there was a shooting here in town, and they're still on the lookout. So,
yeah. And the speed limit gets down to 20. Some part of the town. Maybe
yeah, well, that's during school zones. That's on the school zones. You don't have to worry about that part tonight. The only thing that I will say is when you're going on back, when you get out to the highway, after you go over the two bridges and you get out to Highway 20 and you turn right to go to town. Okay, you're driving down the lake.
It's 45 through there, isn't it?
Well, it slows down to 45, but when you see the railroad trestle that crosses over the road, make sure you're doing the speed limit through there, because on the other, after you go underneath the railroad trestle, there's a big pull out on the left-hand side, and the cops like to sit out there and watch. And I mean, they're very.
And that's got Illinois plates.
Yeah, so they'll be watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love out of town cash.
But I'm legal. I always wear my seatbelt anymore. So
actually, when I say that, I'm joking, folks. Really, seriously, our cops really are, for the most part, are good cops. Whether they be city cops, sheriffs, state police, we do have a good, honorable, respectable police force. I just wish the nation could have cops like what we got here now. Now, I will tell you that a few years back, City of Sweet Home had crappy cops, but we've got rid of them.
Okay, Carolina's small. When time comes, we're supposed to go up and see Rosanna at Washington State.
And I want you to take lots of pictures there. I mean, I wish Rosanna could make it down here to be with, share this whole experience with it. I'd love to have Rosanna here.
Well, that's about a 5-hour trip.
Yeah, it's about
one way.
About a 4 or 5 hour trip. And
but Pam said that she's wanting to go back a different route. She hadn't routed it yet.
yeah.
I keep asking her, and she said, "Well, I'm not thinking about that yet."
But you know, I mean, I got to tell you, the Puget Sound area up there, close, and that's up close to her. That area is so beautiful. The ocean is. It is. It is all certified.
Have you been up to her place?
No, I haven't been up there. You know, let me explain a little bit.
She lives on an island.
I lived several years ago in Washington. I know the area that she lives at. When I lived up there, there was a huge amount of country. Anymore, as soon as you hit Vancouver, Washington, from there up to Seattle, it's all one huge city almost.
1 minute, Fat Boy's saying, "You know what a good cop is?" I can answer that.
Yeah, we
dead.
Yeah, yeah, and I won't go along totally with that.
No, not really.
No, I mean, there are some really good cops that really take their job serious.
But you know, if you're wrong, in the wrong,
then you're in the wrong.
You're in the wrong. They're not going to cut you a break. I mean,
and people that try to go on out there, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where it's like they almost go out there to test the cops and try to challenge them and put them into that situation where they could or will make a wrong choice. I don't agree with that type of behavior at all.
Yeah. Well, Carolina, there is